Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this session, I will explain some of the basic but very important concepts in JavaScript, or that is variables, arrays, functions, objects, and loops. I'll also show you code examples and their outputs in the console. So let's get started. First one is variables. First, let's talk about variables. Variables are like containers that hold data values. In JavaScript, we mainly use three keywords to declare variables. First one is let, and next one is constant and variable. I'll show you that this one and this constant and this variable. Let allows us to declare a variable that can change it later. Const is used for values that we don't want to change. And next one is where. Where is the older way of declaring variables, but nowadays developers prefer let and const. Let's see an example. Here the code is let name. Let name is equals to Purna and const age 20. Where is student true? When I print them, the output and I pretend the output is like name is to Purna and age 20. Output is student true. True and yes. And so this is how variables works in JavaScript. And next concept is arrays. Next, let's look at arrays. An array is used to store multiple values in single variable. Here I have created an array called fruits. The code is let fruit is equal to apple, banana, mango. If I print this array, the output is like all fruits, apple, banana, mango. And we can also access elements using indexes. For example, fruit of 0 gives us first element, which is apple. What is the first element in this given array is apple. So fruit of 0th index is apple. The output is printed. Array can also be modified. If I do fruit dot push orange, it adds orange to the end. The updated array looks like apple, banana, mango, orange. If I call fruits dot pop operation, it removes the last element. So the array goes back apple, banana, mango, orange is removed. This is the basic idea of arrays. And next, coming to the functions. Now let's talk about the functions. A function is a block of code designed to perform a particular task. We can reuse it whenever needed. Here is a single example of a function called greet. Function greet user return hello plus users. If I call greet Purna, the output is like hello Purna. And we also something called an arrow function, which is a shorter way to write functions. Here we see const add a comma b is to a plus b. If I call add function, the output is like sum of 5 and 3 is 8. Functions are very powerful because they make our code is reusable and organized. And next, let us discuss about objects. Objects are used to store data in key value pairs. Each property has a key and a value. Objects can also have functions which are called methods. Here an example of student object, that is let student name Purna, age 20, course BTech, greet function, and return hi, I am plus this dot name and I am studying plus this dot course. If I print this object, the output is student object name Purna, age 20, course BTech, greet function greet. If I call student dot greet function, the output be hi, I am Purna, I study BTech. So objects are a great way to represent real world entities in a program. Finally, let's talk about loops. Loops are used to run a block of code multiple times. There are different types of loops in JavaScript. Let's look at the three types: for loop, while loop, and for off loop. Here is simple example for loop. For let I equals to 1, I greater than console for loop count. The output is like here I greater than or equal to 5, so loop is counted up to 5. Next is while loop. While loop code is count equals to 1 while it's given while function, and count greater than or equal to 2 while the loop count the count at increment. So the output is like this like. And next and finally for the for off loop, which is very useful for arrays. For let fruit of fruits, console.log fruit, this is the code, and the output is like apple, banana, mango. And so loops, it's very easy to repeat task without writing the same code again and again. Thank you.